Can you believe that? Right here on our very own planet, there are places so breathtaking, they seem like they belong to another world? Welcome to World Mystery Wonders, where the planet's most mysterious, extraordinary, and awe-inspiring wonders are revealed, frame by frame. Hold on tight, because this journey will open the door to an Earth where nature showcases its magic beyond all logic and imagination. Underwater Waterfall, Mauritius. Imagine this, a massive waterfall cascading into the depths of the ocean. Sounds like a scene from a sci-fi movie, right? But it's completely real, and it happens off the southwest coast of Mauritius. Known as the underwater waterfall, this mesmerizing illusion is one of nature's most stunning optical tricks. Mauritius lies on a shallow ocean shelf, only about 150 meters deep. But just beyond the edge, the seabed plunges nearly 4,000 meters into the abyss. Strong ocean currents push sand and silt over the drop-off, creating the appearance of a giant waterfall when viewed from above. The gradient of turquoise to deep blue, combined with swirling currents, paints a hypnotic spiral that leaves even seasoned travelers in awe. It's one of the most iconic drone photography spots on Earth, so surreal that many believe it's computer-generated. Beyond its visual wonder, the area is also a paradise for snorkeling, diving, and marine exploration. Mauritius, the jewel of the Indian Ocean, hides one of the planet's most extraordinary natural performances, a masterpiece shaped by currents, color, and illusion. Waitomo Glowworm Caves, New Zealand. Hidden deep beneath the surface of New Zealand lies a magical world that feels straight out of a fairy tale. The Waitomo Glowworm Caves, where thousands of shimmering blue-green lights hang above like a miniature galaxy. These stars are actually the larvae of a bioluminescent fungus gnat called Arachnocampa luminosa, a species found only in New Zealand. Their mesmerizing glow is the result of a chemical reaction inside their bodies, where luciferin interacts with the enzyme luciferase, used to lure unsuspecting prey in the eternal darkness. Visitors glide silently through the caves on small boats, floating along underground streams as they gaze up at a twinkling ceiling that resembles the Milky Way. No artificial lights, no sounds, just nature, glowing in perfect stillness. Formed over 30 million years ago from ancient limestone, the cave is also adorned with dramatic stalactites and stalagmites, sculpted by time into a mysterious labyrinth. Waitomo is not only one of New Zealand's most iconic tourist destinations, but also one of the world's most awe-inspiring natural bioluminescent ecosystems, a place where even adults are left speechless, staring up with childlike wonder at one of Earth's most beautiful miracles. Tanzi Mountains, China. Rising from the heart of Hunan Province, China, is a landscape so surreal it feels pulled straight from a science fiction film. The Tanzi Mountains. This otherworldly range, with over 3,000 towering quartz sandstone pillars, inspired the floating Hallelujah Mountains in the movie Avatar. Some peaks reach nearly 1,200 meters, piercing through drifting clouds that swirl like ocean mist, creating the illusion of islands suspended in the sky. Formed around 400 million years ago, these mountains emerged from ancient sandstone, pushed upward by tectonic forces, and sculpted over millennia by wind and water erosion. But beyond geology, the mountains carry legend, named after a local farmer, Xiang Dakun, who led a rebellion against a corrupt regime and declared himself Tianzi, meaning Son of Heaven. Locals say his spirit still lives among these towering peaks. Today, The Tanzi Mountains are part of the UNESCO-listed Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, a pristine reserve filled with lush biodiversity. Visitors can ride a breathtaking cable car that glides through the mist, offering panoramic views of the vertical cliffs and endless spires. A journey here feels like stepping into a mythic realm, where nature, legend, and cinematic beauty become one. Grand Prismatic Spring, United States. If there's a place on Earth that looks like it was painted by nature itself, it's the Grand Prismatic Spring, the largest hot spring in the United States, located in Yellowstone National Park. Viewed from above, it resembles a giant eye glowing with surreal colors, radiating from deep blue at the center to vibrant rings of green, yellow, orange, and red, creating a stunning, dreamlike scene. Measuring about 370 feet, 113 meters in diameter, larger than a football field, and around 160 feet, 50 meters deep, the spring releases nearly 560 gallons, 2,100 liters, of hot water every minute through a crack in its floor. With temperatures reaching up to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, 70 degrees Celsius, it's far too hot for large organisms to survive. Yet, in this extreme environment, thermophilic bacteria thrive, each producing pigments that form the spring's dazzling rainbow of colors. Grand Prismatic isn't just a geological marvel. It's a symbol of life's ability to adapt and flourish in the harshest of conditions. Every hue tells a story of survival, and every step closer reveals a breathtaking harmony between science and natural art. It's not just a place to see, but a place to be amazed. Mendenhall Ice Caves, United States. Hidden beneath the frozen surface of the Mendenhall Glacier in Alaska lies one of the most enchanting natural wonders in the United States. The Mendenhall Ice Caves, a surreal world sculpted entirely from ice, glowing with an ethereal blue light. As sunlight filters through the thick glacier, the cave walls shimmer like crystal, making you feel as if you've stepped inside a massive, living gemstone. The Mendenhall Glacier stretches about 13 miles, 21 kilometers, near the capital city of Juneau, and is part of the larger Juneau ice field. Beneath its slow-moving mass, meltwater has carved out extraordinary ice caves, complete with wave-like arches and smooth, flowing walls that resemble frozen sculptures. But this breathtaking beauty is fleeting. Due to climate change, the glacier is retreating rapidly, and these caves may vanish in the near future. Exploring the Mendenhall Ice Caves is more than just a visual marvel. It's a powerful reminder of nature's fragility. Every step you take is a walk through time, where thousand-year-old ice tells the silent story of Earth through color, shape, and stillness. You think that's all? Not even close. Our planet is still full of wonders waiting to be uncovered. If you feel these places truly deserve the spotlight, don't hesitate to like and share. Let more people experience Earth's incredible beauty. And if you haven't subscribed to World Mystery Wonders yet, now's the perfect time. The next adventures will be even more breathtaking, taking you to places you simply won't be able to look away from. Iguazu Falls, Brazil and Argentina. Imagine standing in the heart of a roaring wall of water. Thunderous sound fills the air, mist rises like fog, and rainbows appear before your eyes. This is Iguazu Falls, a natural wonder straddling the border of Brazil and Argentina, often called a breathtaking showdown between two nations through the power of nature. Iguazu isn't just a waterfall, It's a massive system of 275 cascades stretching over 2.7 kilometers, 1.7 miles, with drops reaching up to 80 meters, 260 feet. The crown jewel is the Devil's Throat, Garganta del Diablo, a horseshoe-shaped chasm where the river plunges with such force it sounds like the earth itself is roaring. From the Brazilian side, you get a sweeping panoramic view of the entire falls, like a shimmering water curtain. On the Argentinian side, you get up close and personal. So close you can feel the thunder beneath your feet. More than just a tourist magnet, Iguazu is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, surrounded by lush subtropical rainforest teeming with life. Over 2,000 species of plants, birds, butterflies, and rare wildlife. Iguazu Falls isn't just something to witness, it's something to feel with all your senses. Red Beach in Panjin, China. What would you say if you found yourself standing on a beach, not with golden sand or turquoise waves, but one completely blanketed in vivid crimson as far as the eye can see? Welcome to Red Beach in Panjin, China, one of the most surreal and unique natural phenomena on Earth. Unlike any other beach in the world, this stunning landscape is covered by a special plant called Sueda salsa, a type of seepweed that thrives in highly alkaline, saline soil. In autumn, the plant transforms from green to deep red, painting the vast wetland like a fiery carpet that stretches for miles along the Liaohe River Delta. At its peak, Red Beach looks like a scene from another planet, both mesmerizing and mysterious. But this is more than just a visual spectacle. Red Beach is also the largest wetland and reed marsh in the world, serving as a vital sanctuary for over 260 species of birds and 400 species of wildlife, including the endangered red-crowned crane, one of the rarest birds on Earth. The area is strictly protected as a national nature reserve. There are few places on the planet that change so dramatically with the seasons. To witness Red Beach at its peak is to stand in awe of nature's brilliance, a living canvas that celebrates the power, beauty, and endless variety of life on Earth. Painted Hills, USA. If there's a place where nature has painted an abstract masterpiece with time itself, it's Painted Hills, a geological wonder tucked away in Oregon, USA. These softly rolling hills mesmerize visitors not only with their elegant shapes, but with layers of vibrant color that stretch across the landscape like brushstrokes from a cosmic artist. The deep reds come from iron-rich clay oxidized over millennia, yellows and golds from weathered volcanic ash, and the dark charcoal tones from ancient plant material turned to carbon. Each hue represents a different moment in geological history, a shifting record of ecosystems and climates dating back over 33 million years. What's truly magical is how the colors seem to shift with the light, glowing warmly at sunset, softening under overcast skies, or bursting into vivid contrast after a rainstorm. Painted Hills is part of the John Day Fossil Beds National Monument, a site that holds thousands of fossils from early mammals, plants, and even primates, making it not just a stunning landscape, but a living archive of Earth's ancient life. Standing before these striped hills, it's hard not to feel humbled, not just by the grandeur of the view, but by the quiet beauty shaped slowly, patiently. A breathtaking reminder of how nature and time can create art together. Socotra Island, Yemen. If there's any place on Earth that feels like stepping onto an alien planet, It's Socotra Island, a remote outpost of Yemen, nestled between the Indian Ocean and the Arabian Sea. Often called the Alien Island, Socotra is home to one of the world's strangest ecosystems, where nature seems to have rewritten the rules of design. Its most iconic symbol is the dragon's blood tree, a surreal umbrella-shaped giant that looks like it belongs in a science fiction novel. These ancient trees can live for hundreds of years, and when their bark is cut, they bleed a deep red resin. Once prized by ancient Greeks and Romans for medicine, dye, and even mystical rituals. And that's just the beginning. Over 1/3 of the plant species on Socotra can't be found anywhere else on Earth. But Socotra isn't just about bizarre trees. Its landscape is a dramatic fusion of limestone plateaus, ancient caves, untouched beaches, and towering cliffs plunging into crystal blue waters. At night, the skies are so clear that the Milky Way appears in breathtaking detail, making it a dream for stargazers and photographers alike. Socotra is a living example of how nature can evolve in isolation, far from the influence of the rest of the world. And once you set foot here, you might find yourself asking, "Am I still on Earth?" Lake Baikal, Russia. Tucked away in the frozen heart of Siberia, Lake Baikal isn't just the deepest freshwater lake in the world. It's known as the Blue Eye of Russia, a place where ancient mystery and natural beauty meet in breathtaking harmony. Plunging to a depth of 1,642 meters, 5,387 feet, Baikal holds the record not only for depth, but also for age, believed to be around 25 million years old, making it the oldest freshwater lake on Earth. Even more astonishing, it contains nearly 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater supply, more than any other lake on the planet. But beyond its sheer size, Baikal is a cradle of life, home to over 3,500 species of plants and animals, many of which, like the rare Baikal seal, exist nowhere else on Earth. In winter, the lake freezes completely, transforming into a vast sheet of crystal-clear ice stretching for hundreds of kilometers. Trapped methane bubbles, naturally cracked ice patterns, and rocks seemingly levitating above the frozen surface create an otherworldly landscape, serene, surreal, and hauntingly beautiful. Lake Baikal is more than just a natural wonder. It's a living monument to time itself, where ice, silence, and life intertwine to compose a timeless symphony in the heart of Siberia. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. Imagine a place where the ground stretches endlessly in pristine white, like a frozen sea of snow. And when the rains come, it transforms into a giant mirror, perfectly reflecting the sky, blurring the line between what's real and what's not. This is Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, located over 3,600 meters, 11,800 feet above sea level in the Bolivian highlands. Covering a vast area of over 10,500 square kilometers, 4,000 square miles, Salar de Uyuni was formed from prehistoric lakes that evaporated thousands of years ago, leaving behind a thick crust of salt up to 10 meters deep. During the dry season, the salt forms natural hexagonal patterns that stretch as far as the eye can see. But in the rainy season, a thin layer of water turns the flats into the largest natural mirror on Earth, where the sky and land melt into one surreal, dreamlike landscape. Salar de Uyuni is not only a paradise for photographers and lovers of the extraordinary, but also a place of immense economic value, holding around 7% of the world's lithium reserves. the key material in batteries for electric vehicles and electronics. Whether you come here to walk between the heavens and the earth, to lose yourself in silence, or to witness the stars reflected beneath your feet, Salar de Uyuni offers an experience like no other place on the planet. Laguna Colorada, Bolivia. Perched at over 4,300 meters, 14,100 feet above sea level in Bolivia's Altiplano, Laguna Colorada looks like a mirage nestled between salt flats and volcanoes. This vast, shallow lake glows in a deep, otherworldly shade of red, as if the waters have been dyed with color, yet it's all nature's doing. The lake's vivid hue comes from red algae and mineral-rich sediments, thriving in its extreme conditions of high salinity and cold temperatures. When sunlight hits the surface, the water can shift from crimson to burnt orange, soft pink, or even violet, creating a surreal scene that transforms throughout the day. Scattered across the lake are bright white salt islands, contrasting beautifully with the red, making the entire landscape feel like a living abstract painting. Laguna Colorada is also a vital haven for thousands of rare Andean flamingos, elegant birds that thrive in the high-altitude shallows. Watching these flocks gracefully fly across the crimson water is a moment both peaceful and awe-inspiring. A dance of nature against a canvas of color. Part natural wonder, part fragile ecosystem. Laguna Colorada feels like a portal into another world, where color, life, and mystery coexist in one breathtaking display. Door to Hell, Turkmenistan. In the heart of Turkmenistan's barren Karakum Desert, there exists a scene so surreal, it feels like a portal to another world. A massive burning crater that never stops blazing. Locals call it the Door to Hell, and one glance into its fiery depths is enough to understand why. This flaming crater was created in 1971 when Soviet geologists accidentally collapsed a thin layer of earth while drilling for natural gas. Beneath it lay a massive pocket of methane. Fearing the gas would spread and poison the area, they set it alight, assuming it would burn out in a few days. But over 50 years later, it's still burning. A seething inferno nearly 70 meters wide and over 20 meters deep, glowing like a crack in the earth itself. Today, the Door to Hell is one of Central Asia's most mysterious attractions, drawing adventurers, scientists, and photographers from around the world. Deep inside the crater, researchers have even discovered microorganisms that survive in the extreme heat, sparking fascinating theories about life in the harshest environments, and even the potential for life beyond Earth. Standing at the edge, you don't just feel the blistering heat. You feel the weight of something ancient, accidental, and awe-inspiring. A man-made mistake turned natural wonder, where fire and silence blur the line between Earth and the unknown. River of Five Colors, Colombia. Tucked away in a remote region of Colombia, where the Amazon rainforest, the Andes Mountains, and the Llanos Plains converge, flows a river so surreal, it's often called the River of Five Colors, or simply Caño Cristales, widely regarded as the most beautiful river on Earth. From June to November, the river bursts into a vibrant display of red, yellow, green, blue, and black, creating a living rainbow flowing through the jungle. This magical transformation is thanks to a rare aquatic plant called Macarinia clavigera, which clings to the rocks on the riverbed. When water levels are just right and sunlight hits at the perfect angle, the plants bloom in dazzling colors, turning the river into a kaleidoscope of liquid light. What makes Caño Cristales even more unique is that it contains no large fish or sediment, as the riverbed is made entirely of smooth stone. The water is so clear you can see straight to the bottom, giving the illusion of gliding over a stained glass window. As the river winds through waterfalls, natural pools, and carved rock channels, it forms a breathtaking mosaic that feels almost otherworldly. For decades, this area was closed off due to armed conflict, only recently opening to tourism. That long isolation has kept Caño Cristales untouched and pristine, a natural wonder so pure and mesmerizing, it still feels like a secret the Earth hasn't quite finished revealing. Mount Kelimutu, Indonesia. On the island of Flores, Indonesia, lies a mysterious volcano called Mount Kelimutu, home to one of nature's most magical phenomena. 3 crater lakes sitting side by side, each with a completely different color, and even more astonishing, they change color over time. These 3 lakes rest within the caldera of a dormant volcano and are steeped in local legend. Each has its own name and meaning. Tiwu Ata Mbupu, Lake of Old Souls, Tiwu Nua Muri Kufai, Lake of Young Souls, and Tiwu Ata Polo, Lake of Evil Spirits. According to local belief, the souls of the dead come to rest in one of these lakes, depending on the life they lived. The shifting colors, ranging from turquoise, green, red, brown, to black, are the result of chemical reactions between volcanic gases and mineral-rich waters. But while science offers an explanation, standing before these 3 ever-changing lakes, separated by only a few steps yet radiating different hues, feels like stepping into a realm of myth and wonder. And that was a journey through 15 breathtaking natural wonders. Places so stunning, just seeing them is enough to open your mind and awaken your imagination. If you feel this journey was worth it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to World Mystery Wonders so you won't miss the next spectacular destinations. See you in the next video.